Alright. How's it going? Welcome to my inner paradise. So, yeah. You've had, Picasso that had his blue period and red period. I'm going through my Stars of David period. Come on, let's give it up. We are celebrating we're honoring Jewish American legends who made Hollywood possible. And it just so happens that, I figured out a way to sort of monetize my passion and to tell a story and to sort of celebrate Western culture, Western civilization, and the thing that everyone loves about America is its diversity and an inclusion, and I'm doing that by showing how cool, how just unbelievably cool the golden age of cinema was, and so we're paying tribute. And here is the next sort of there we go. So this is Marlena Dietrich, and we always start upside down. The thing is, we want to break the image down to its component parts, and if we look anyways, okay, so I'm gonna put the camera here on my knee. And the thing is to get your image about the same size. So right here, it's, the camera's right on top of my workspace. So to get the image, the source image on the left and the canvas on the right, I have to sort of hold the camera here, but I want you to squint your eyes just like this and notice on this side of her face, right? It's gotta get darker. It's gotta get darker to make this thing pop. Squint your ear. I'm gonna put this back on a slight angle here. Okay. Go ahead and squint your eyes. You see how the right side of her face, this side of her face disappears? Alright. Now, do that with this. See, it doesn't disappear as much. So we're gonna turn this over. Okay, so drum roll, please. Oh, yeah. So I love it. She's smoking a cigarette. Oh, no. Oh, no. She's smoking a cigarette. What is that gonna tell our politically correct people out there? Is cigarettes okay now? What are you trying to say? Yeah, baby. So if we go like this, right? We're gonna go like that. Now squint your. So this is where you have to approach the canvas with courage. Alright? So now I gotta go in there and I gotta make all of these relationships have gotta stay the same, but they just all have to be a little bit darker. So this here is like, I don't know, this ridiculously expensive brush. I don't know, it's like $20-$30 just for this brush, but this thing is worth its weight in gold. So the first thing that we're gonna see here, we're gonna look at, is right, you can see right there, there's a little bit of distinction. Alright? So I've got my white spirits right in there. I'm gonna do a little dunky. Right? Sometimes, you know, you can just loosen up the painting. If this should be dry enough. I think this has been sitting for a few days. You can do that, but eventually you're gonna have to get in there. Gonna have to make a move. Approach the canvas with courage. And what makes this so meditative, what makes this so incredibly chilled, is that you form a relationship. Can you see how the brush, right, it's gonna spread apart like that a little bit? It's because it's doesn't have a lot of material on it. So I've got a little cloth here on my desk next to my computer keyboard, and so it's a relationship between the brush, the canvas, and you. And that's all you think about. That's all that matters. Then you make a statement, right? Okay, do you see how that's awesome? How that looks much better? Right? I wish I could rest this on my knee for you. And when in doubt, right, you blur it out. It's a little bit too too wet for my liking. But then you just go in, man. Right, a little bit too much around the eye. Right. But I'm going to overstep it all around where it needs to come down, right? When in doubt, blur it out. Sit back and you take a look. Kind of looks like she's got a black eye. But I'm able to bring that in. How about on the top here? What do you think? Right? We could go down. We could go down in tone. Squint your eyes like right underneath that cap. She's got a little bit of contour going on. Right along there. Right. And so what's the story? What's with the Marlene Dietrich campaign? Her image was rejected for a mural in the super DEI village. Let's see how that looks. And a leader in the art community of this village told me, you don't stand a chance. DEI means that your image is too beautiful, too sexy, too female, and worst of all, too Jewish and too white. DEI is about being anti-white, and these days anti-Jewish. I was like, no way, man. True enough, Marlene Dietrich's image was too much. And so it got rejected not once but twice. And I made a little film about my experience that was rejected too. So I've got a story, $1 million story, celebrating her courage she fought with the Americans was there at the Siegfried line, putting her money where her mouth was. It's a story of immigration. She was an immigrant. It's a story of her gender bending persona. Diversity, it's a story of diversity. And it grows because I think it may be possible that Stripe is trying to tell me the same thing, man. Alright, let's take a look again. Okay, this is how my desktop looks with with a canvas. The canvas is right here, so it's obstructing about a third of my screen. But at any rate, look at that. We're looking better. We're looking better. Put your eyes. I think. We can just hit it. Ever so slightly. Right here, man. Oops, sorry. Right here. So at the end of the meditation, I recommend you paint just before bedtime, because you'll get ready. You'll be relaxed and ready for bed, but then when you wake up, we get there. Maybe her eye is just a little bit too much looking like a black eye, right? So we just, when in doubt, blur it out. The whole thing's gotta come down. So it's had a few days to dry, so I literally couldn't wipe all of this off. What do you say we hit some highlights? Close. Squint your eyes again. Squint your eyes. Where do you see the light? It's light. Now, squint your eyes here. Right? The cigarette could be a little bit more blazy. We could get that cigarette a little bit hotter. And maybe right here. And definitely where the chin meets. We get that in there. So then you choose your weapon. Right? You get in there. You approach the canvas with courage, placement and tone. Placement and tone. The eye sees. The rod is God because the cone don't see tone. Right, then right here, man. Let's make it pop, baby. Oh yeah. Come on now. Right? See how that's just grabbing the light. These images are going to be on sale as heirloom prints, murals. We're gonna shake things up with the mural, baby. Right under here, right under the eye. And the coup de grace. is going to be the NFT, baby. And so what this is saying, that in the era where we didn't know what a woman was, and where we had the cognitive dissonance of the whole Queers for Palestine thing, we were celebrating the American culture that brought diversity to the world. Yeah, right here. Right over there. So squint your eyes. What am I missing? Tell me where to go next. As usual, the most difficult thing is knowing when to stop. But can you imagine meditating your way to your own personal asset class? Art. Is an asset class. Getting bold now. See, I'm mixing on the canvas alla prima. Yeah, baby. Actually, she could be a lot bigger here. What am I missing? The fingers could be a little bit brighter. What do you think? And the choices that you make as a tonal painter is the same choices Da Vinci made. It's the same problems Velasquez, Sargent, Caravaggio. They are all making the same choices. What tone goes where? Because back in the day, color was a scarce commodity. And that's what you do. Imagine having an image like this plus the story behind it. I mean, you're seeing it. You're seeing its birth. No AI here, baby. And so, especially in this age of AI craziness, it takes courage. To market this. You gotta be good. You gotta do. You gotta spend the time, baby. That's right. You gotta spend the time. It's a ways to get to know yourself, how you perceive things, how to see the world differently. There's no lying here. How we doing? Squint your eyes. And I can tell she has her teeth on the cigarette because the cigarette is slightly deformed in that area. We gotta get the lips a little bit brighter. Work on the hair a little bit. We'll be good to go. All right. So, yeah, baby, glad you could join me. Even though I'm not falling apart. Ba-dum-ching. Where's my ba-dum-ching? So, yeah. I'm putting together a entire sort of campaign which will be fully integrated with AI, and everything that I believe as an artist will be inside this chatbot. And maybe I can get my portraits to speak to you. we're gonna try that as well. So the prototype is in motion. Hopefully by this weekend I'll have something to show you. But the series is here. This is my workspace. That's my computer screen. That's my canvas board. This is canvas board. Just like the Mona Lisa. And I just lock it down to the canvas, and I have this. Oops, sorry. I have this is a drywall knife for easy cleanup. I've got a long day today, so I don't have time to clean this, so I'm just gonna put a piece of plastic over this, and this will be ready to go for the next time. All right. Well, you guys have a great day. We'll see you next time. From painting like a monk to getting paid like a boss, baby. Let's give it up. Leave your questions and comments and the details. And we'll talk to you soon. All right.